dropping $70 per pizza visit, we'll be out of business.
One bite. 7.
60-year-old guys, you'll see 8-year-old kids coming up being like, one bite, one bite. Like, that has grown Dave's Dave's notoriety, probably bigger than Barstool has. Dave's thing's been pizza his whole life. He's always said his favorite food was pizza. So I don't remember him ever caring about anything else other than pizza.
There's a new pizza man in town. My Adam's apple's getting choked down my fucking balls. 0.0.
It makes me tingle in places that you can't talk about because of the kids show, but my dick, it makes it tingle. Anybody want a bite?
Yeah!
All right, take a bite.
I've said it. I think I'm the most influential food critic in the world. What I say really carries a lot of weight in the pizza community, and I never planned on it, but it's nice.
Tell me about the bet between you and Big Cat and how the pizza review started.
So I believe this is a KFC radio topic at one point, but it's if you could only eat one food the rest of your life, what would you eat?
Dave said I could do pizza. Dan said I could do burritos.
So I was having pizza every meal, and since I was doing it, I was like, I might as well rate it.
2. It's a 2.
Let people just take a bite, knee-jerk reaction, and score it.
You gotta take a bite, and it's just gotta be instant, like word association. Like when somebody does a ink roach test or the Roch block, the black blurb.
Ink blot test or like a word association. So you take a bite and right away you have to give a score. There's no thinking. It's like, what's the first thing that comes to your brain?
10. I give that a 10. I love this pizza.
And then after 2 or 3, he's like, well, everyone knows the rules by now. Like, everybody knows rules.
Bite, one fresh, quick bite.
All right, one bite, you know the rules.
Same rules, one bite.
One bite, everybody knows rules.
Rules are rules. One bite and then score. If we're being honest here, it's a 4. What? All right, get out of here.
And that was the origin, obviously, of one bite.
Who won the bet?
That's controversial. It was at the Big Ten Championship. And I think they poured popcorn on me, and one went into my mouth.
Yeah, Dan has a different take about the Big Ten Championship. He said that you ate a lot of popcorn there.
He lost that because of the popcorn at the Big Ten Championship game.
Well, after one went in, they're like, you lost, and other kernels and things found its way into my mouth, yes.
Did you eat any cookies or brownies before that, on the sly on your own?
No.
That's what the word on the street is.
How would anyone even know that?
But then retroactively, he admitted that he actually cheated on the first night by having some cookies.
I don't know. That's just.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that either. I don't.
But out of that came the pizza review because he would go and get a pizza every day for lunch and dinner during this challenge, and that started the pizza reviews, and it's been unbelievable since.
How was the transition getting Frankie into the mix from Gaz?
It was slow.
Is he frozen? Or is he just paused? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I got the job, 4 years ago, I went in and didn't really have any plan on what I wanted to do. I would have cleaned the floors at that point. I was just a huge fan. Happened to meet with Dave.
Is that they give you that, or you bring that in yourself?
This is what they give me. And it all just happened from there. He saw that my family owns a pizzeria, and I have that kind of background.
It had nothing to do with the pizza. It's just there was something about him. Like, okay, there's something that I think will click with he and I.
All right, we're gonna hire you, and we're thinking about doing pizza reviews every day in New York City.
Everything's one bite, one pizza review, till we hit every place in the city.
And that was 2 or 3 days before I got hired. So, so it kind of just took off like that.
When Frankie took over, he was bad. He was staying in people's way, didn't know what he was doing. And I actually threatened to fire him maybe 2 or 3 weeks in. I sat him down. We're at a pizza place. I'm like, you've really sucked. You're not helping me. You have no ideas. You just sit there and do nothing. One day he tried to leave at 4 p.m. And I'm like, what the, it's you're going to leave before me 2 weeks into the job? What are you, nuts? And then Frankie said he couldn't get his job back from his dad. That's what he's like. Well, if you fire me, it's like I can't go back. My dad won't rehire me. Biggest lie ever told. But after I gave him that speech, hard love, he turned it around pretty quickly.
Hi, Frankie. Hi, Frankie. Hi, Frankie.
Hi, Frankie.
Look at this guy.
Frankie!
This is what I expect in Brooklyn.
I'm
He is
in.
very
Barstool.
different.
Barstool,
Very different
baby.
from the rest of this
Barstool, baby.
clientele.
I didn't plan out, all right, Frankie. Someone's just called it to the attention. Like, dude, you say, all right, Frankie, every single time. And then once people start saying it, it's like, oh, all right. But it was a natural thing. It's like, all right, Frankie, let's go.
You know, me and Dave have had a pretty good connection on that stuff. Like we both like pizza. We both like the stories behind it. Like when we go to an old school place, he knows like that means a lot to me, and he'll be like, "Did you see that? Like, oh, Frankie, look at like that oven." Like one of the best examples is this place, Al Santillo's. It's in New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey, I think. And the old school guy, you know, we didn't know anything about it. We saw it had a bunch of reviews on the One Bite app and stuff like that. And we went there, and like Dave walked in, and I'm like, he comes out, and he starts cracking up. Like, I didn't know anything was different about this place. He's like, wait until we go in this place.
Frankie liked this guy. He knew all about it.
And wait until you see this guy in there.
You almost should get this guy on camera. He's such a character. Ask him if he wants to be on there. But this guy's the real deal.
It's just this guy who lives in the pizzeria.
Here's the deal. My grandfather started this business in 1918.
He's got this oven that's 120 years old, and he's just like a character. Like,
You could bring me anybody's pizza and I can tell you what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Because this was handed down father to son for 3 generations by the guys that knew what they're really doing.
you want to say stepped in shit, but like my family had a pizzeria. Dave is obsessed with pizza, and like I got a job that combines them both. It's fucking weird.
How has One Bite become sort of an iconic part of Barstool lore and the mystique and the popularity?
Yeah, I mean, One Bite is probably, when I'm out with Dave, there's more people that know about him as the pizza guy than the Barstool guy.
Hugely. I mean, if you walk around with Dave, there are obviously the majority of people know him as, you know, El Prez, but there are a lot of people who know him as the pizza guy.
Well, yeah, obviously the time I did the casted tag and that girl like recognized me before the other celebs.
Are you waving at? Who are you waving at? You're waving at me? Get this girl. Get this girl right there.
That's so cool.
Nice to meet you.
That was very cool. But my favorite moments of the pizza reviews are honestly when we do like the local pizza makers and give them a big score and their place is jammed or they're just so excited to see me.
8.1.
Everybody gets free pizza. Come on in, no charge.
Come on, are you kidding me? Look at this guy sucking up.
How in quarantine has that helped businesses that were affected?
It's been nuts. I mean, there's probably been like 5 to 10 pizza places with the frozen pizza where we literally like not only kept their lights on, but we went from them laying tons of people off to like hiring a lot of people and changed the whole kind of course of their business and their family. And you know, there are a couple of them, like we do a good score and they sell 40,000 pizzas in a night, which is insane. You know, again, it was our own way to help businesses. So that has been pretty cool.
You're not that important. We can't send you one pizza. I'm not. I'm just one man trying to entertain people and give reviews. These fuckers could have sent me a pizza. Well, guess who sent me plenty of pizzas? The people. Not the worst I've ever had. So I'm going to give it a very honest 0.08. That's a review.
Did you have any idea when that whole bet got started and you started doing the reviews, like how insane the impact would be?
No, but that's very Barstool story. I like, you know, when I started delivering papers, if you told me we'd be here, nothing surprises me with Barstool anymore, but it's still sometimes you do pinch yourself a little bit. Pizza reviews will go on pretty much forever. Seems like there's always places we travel and they're just getting more popular. Like it literally just keeps getting more popular. So I'll never stop something this popular.
Even if you're off on an island, like you said, maybe you would do?
Oh, well, then I'm done with everything. But I'm talking as long as I'm employed. And that island thing's not happening anytime soon, so.
This is what it's about. Honor, integrity, pride, pizza review, One Bite. Everybody knows the rules. Blaze Pizza. 0.